Good morning, 703. Welcome. Second day of the third week, I believe, the second week. Yeah, third. So to this week, we're gonna be working on the rough drafts. All right, rough draft essays. Yes, we're gonna be on the salva one more time. All right. So the objectives, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about the essay prompts and the rubrics and the graphic organizer. And then in a second video, I'm gonna show you an example of the essay, using the race, transition words, and of course, the video lesson of this will be posted for your use. Now, how do we construct and develop a well thought out essay? All right, that's pretty much the objective. And you'll be working on your rough drafts, like I said, this week. They're due on they're due on Friday. Bonus if handed in before. That doesn't mean you're gonna rush to get through it by Thursday, because the rough draft is equally important. If you don't do your best in the rough draft, you're gonna have a great amount of what do you call it? Maybe a difficult time to really get all of the points together for the final draft. So you do your best on your rough draft, so that way you don't have too much of a difficulty on the final draft, right? But of course, challenges still will be there. So objectives, right? We These are some of the more important standards that we've been focusing on. But the objective for this week is that students will be able to write a well-developed essay using the skills developed throughout the unit. So, right, I just focus on a few skills central ideas, interaction between individuals, events, and ideas, and even evaluation, the last one that we worked on. So that's gonna be come in handy. Pretty much, you want to make sure that you're um, working throughout, thinking about the skills that you developed and utilizing, applying those to your essay. So I always want to be thinking out loud, speaking your thoughts, and annotating, underlining important information. So the example that we're going to be used for the essay is the group of frogs. I'm going to make sure that I you know clarify with the story, so that way there's a little bit more understanding to it, and this will be in another video, so keep that in mind. All right, seventh graders. So this is your essay prompt and the assignment, right? Again, due on Friday. Bonus if ended in Thursday, as I said, right? But of course, take your time. So the direction says choose one of the questions below to answer your essay in 5 complete paragraphs. You must have an introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. Now, when I say choose one of the questions, right? Now each number has a number of questions in here. So I'm gonna change this direction to be more clear. Choose one of the question prompts below, right? One of the question prompts below. So that means if you choose number 1, you answer all the questions in number 1. If you choose question 2, you answer all questions in number 2. And if you choose 3, you answer all the questions in number 3. Now, first question says, why is hope an important trait to have based on your reading of the novel A Long Walk to Water? Right? So, of course, 3 reasons why hope is important, right? Hope may be important because of it gives you a sense of belief in your goals, right? It helps you to keep striving for your goals. It might help you to find out more information about things you never know, and so on and so forth, right? Those are 3 points right there, and each of those 3 points will go in your body paragraph, right? If you look at question 2, it says, what are the major factors that help Salva's survival throughout the novel? You could really pick three major things, which is similar to question 3. How were 3 or more of the following things valuable to Salva's survival in his journey from southern Sudan to New York, USA? Right? So, of course, you think about the things that helped him. How were they valuable? Right? So, in a sense, you have similarities between 2 and 3. The difference between question 2 and question 3 is the word choices that you'll have to be using, right? So keep that in mind. I gave you question 3 pointers: education, friends, water, strangers, family, setting an environment, and hope. Remember too, some of you already have evidences chosen, which I'm going to return to you today. So you will be able to choose from those papers, right, that you had put your evidences on. All right. So that is working for you right here. If you had finished it, you'll be able to apply that to your essay draft. So, essay format requirements. You must have five paragraphs rather, as I've said before, right? Introduction, right, which must tell the name of the text, the author, and what the text was about. Your body paragraphs must all be well developed. You must be using race, right? For each body paragraph, you must write about the parts of the question you need to address in each, and the conclusion explains what can be learned from your essay and the novel with two or more reasons. Okay. Now here, this last part provided about four evidences. Might end up just giving three, right? Because you'll have the book, a copy of the book posted at the same time, and also you'll have your own book that you already annotated. So that is helping you a great deal. All right. So make sure that you're using those, using the annotations that you have, but also you can use the evidence that I provided as well. Now here, for those of you will get this copy right here. Now you begin writing your essay here. Once you're done, you erase everything above because you already have the essay completed, and you'll be pretty much graded on the rough draft. I return it to you, and then you'll write your final draft on this sheet. Okay, so make sure that you utilize that. Now, for those who will be getting the graphic organizer, this is what it will be looking like. Right, you still have the prompts here. You still have the choices for question 3. You also have the evidences provided here as well. All right, do not erase these slides because you're going to need them. And then you have the essay question where you would write in this blue box right here. Where it says write essay question in here, that's what you will do. You'll copy the essay question and put it in here. Now, wherever it says write in here, that's where you'll put the information. The same way for the body paragraphs. And notice I put body paragraph 1, right? Then body paragraph 2, and so on. If by some reason that you end up erasing the text box, right? These blue markers where you can write in. If by some reason you erase the text box, you simply have to go up to the toolbar, right, where you can change the color of the words, change the size of the words, and so on. And you click on this T right here that says text box, and you just insert one in here again. All right. The notes are also down here. That is helpful for you to read. In addition to that, if you're using the evidences that I provided, your explanation has to be on point. I'm expecting it to be very developed. And that's not to say that those who aren't using those evidences, that your explanation doesn't have to be just the same. It has to be, right? Everyone's analysis must be on point, and the rubric will show that as well, right? You also have your conclusion. Remember, once you're finished writing your essay, make sure you click turn in. Make sure you click turn in so that way I can see it. And that's pretty much it for the graphic organizer. Now, when we look at the rubric, right? The rubric, this is how your final essay will be graded, right? If you notice, as I've always said, we're focusing on the 4 points, right? Not the 3, not the 2, not the 1, and definitely not a 0, right? We all want to make sure that we're aiming for 4 and get 4s on all parts of the essay. Introduction, accurate evidences, analysis, organization, spelling, grammar, and punctuation. And this is going to be one of the most important parts, right? Because if there's too many grammar and punctuation or spelling error, it's gonna hurt your essay a great deal. So make sure you reread, repeat, reread your essay and make sure that it's on point, right? Because if it's too much errors, I might skip over. I might just get frustrated and you might lose my focus there. All right. That being said, all the best. You may begin.